Hi everybody, this is Dr. Raj Zibari, and the episode of 1 and 2 I explained to you very simply that Jammu and Kashmir was a princely state and it had a Maharaja. It was not a province, so it could not come under the partition in the sense that Jammu and Kashmir could not be given to Pakistan because of the Independence Act of 1947 and the legislation that was passed at that time. Now, there is something else which is a very interesting point which I wanted to bring to you in episode 3. And if you missed out on episode 1 and episode 2, you can look at Raj Dabari channel and why Pakistan should let go of Jammu and Kashmir. This is a very serious topic because as I went more and more into it, I found that this was a wrong decision that was made by some people in the past based on wrong facts or a misunderstanding of the legislation. Now we all know that India was ruled by the Mughals and they had a large chunk, they ruled a large chunk, and that was from 1524 to 1739. Now, we came across after that Ranjit Singh. Yes, he defeated the Mughals and he came around in 1780 to 1839. And he was the founder and the first Maharaja of the Sikh Empire in the northwest Indian subcontinent. Then what happens? In 1799, he captured Lahore from the Sikhs. From the Sikh triumvirate, which had been ruling Lahore since 1765. This is the history. Now, why I'm giving you this little bit of history is because Jammu and Kashmir came under the Sikh Empire. You understand? Now what happens is the East India Company then came and defeated the Sikh Empire in the first Anglo-Sikh War. So they captured all the north, front and western area of that part which was under the Sikhs. And they also annexed Jammu and Kashmir. Now during the Sikh Empire, Jammu was given to Gulab Singh and he ruled it as a Maharaja. So Jammu was a princely state. But when the British, the East India Company, defeated the Sikhs in the first Anglo-Sikh War, then what happens is that they annexed also Jammu and Kashmir. So now we are seeing three different rules. Mughal Empire, obviously the Muslims flourished then, or the Islam flourished under the Mughal period. Then we have the Sikh Empire, and now we have the East India Company coming in to rule Jammu and Kashmir. Now what happens there? So Gulab Singh, what he did was, he wanted to remain the king. So he went and bought Jammu and Kashmir for 75 lakh rupees. The British government sold Kashmir for that amount of sum. And this was done under the Treaty of Amritsar that followed in March 1986. These are all little details which are not so important. But the main issue is that Gulab Singh paid some money to buy that land. So this makes a very big difference and gives a very completely different picture to Jammu and Kashmir. So if Jammu and Kashmir was bought back and he was made the king, Gulab Singh, and later on we have Hari Singh who signs the instrument of accession. Now what does that mean? Can anybody now take that land away from him and say that give it to Pakistan? It's not possible. And it wasn't possible even at that time. So what Jinnah or what the Pakistani people demanded was sort of not right. It's not sort of right, actually, it's just not right at all. You can't say the majority of Muslims were there in Jammu and Kashmir, say about 70% was there and 30% were Hindus, on the basis that that is a majority. Therefore, Jammu and Kashmir should go to Pakistan. Now, what do you mean by majority? It's a very vague word. Very, very vague word. Majority can mean also 51% and 50. Now, if it was 51% and 50, that means the other 50% of Hindus, where do they go? They have to join Pakistan? No. So, when the people at that time who were rulers, they obviously had to look at these issues also, because Jammu and Kashmir, it has people living in it. It's not marbles or stones that we are dealing with. And we say 50% goes to you, 40% goes to me. We cannot divide nations on the basis of a majority. We have to divide it if it is a province. But Jammu and Kashmir was not a province. That we learned in episode 2. So we have three things. It's not a province under the Indian Independence Act of 1947. It had the right to be independent or join Pakistan or join India as per its free will, because independence was given. And that must be upheld. And thirdly, now we see that Gulab Singh had bought Jammu and Kashmir for 75 lakh rupees. So that changes the whole picture. So where is Pakistan right in asking for Jammu and Kashmir? You can't ask for it. So when that decision was made wrong by Jinnah or whoever made it, was wrong. And today, the Pakistanis are still believing that on the basis of majority of Muslims in a place, Jammu and Kashmir should be given to them, and they're fighting for it. And how many years have they been fighting for it? Almost 80 years. Today, the leaders have to think and rethink that is this worthwhile fighting for anymore? In the next episode, I will go into the amount of land that Pakistan has, the amount of land that India has, and the amount of land that they are fighting for. At the expense of what? The development of Pakistan. And what is happening to the development of Pakistan? The infrastructure, the employment, all this is gone. And who is supporting the terrorism out there? Why did they go into terrorism? This we will take up in the next episode. Thank you very much, and watch out for episode 4. And as I said before, if you have missed episode 1 and 2, just go to YouTube, type in Raj Zabari YouTube channel, and go for, you have to type there, why should Pakistan let go of Kashmir and Jammu? This book is available on Kindle. It's called The Administrator, and it is written by Sheila Darbari, Dr. Raj Darbari, and Dr. Janice Darbari. For the hard copy, you kindly send an email to rajlakshmidarbari@gmail.com with your name, telephone, and address. The book costs rupees 1,000, and if you're within India, it will be couriered to you free of charge. And if you live abroad, we will charge you for the courier. This book is being made into a film also.